Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video. I've got the stick mic out today because I thought this would be quicker than setting up the wireless microphone. Turns out it wasn't because I had to go and get a battery for it. But nevertheless, I've actually got a very quick one, or sort of quick one, just to talk about the card that is in the test bench at the minute. It is the GTX 460. I'm sure for a lot of you that will bring back some memories. It definitely does for me. I had one of the NVIDIA reference design ones back ages ago. I think it was actually like my first proper graphics card that I, bought to upgrade a system. And I bought it as spares or repairs off eBay, and we know how well that goes. Not very well usually, but I got it for £10 plus postage and packaging, which I think was like £3-4. And it said that it was pulled from a working system. I have my disbeliefs on that one, but nevertheless, you take a punt, don't you? And I put it in the system, and the fans spun, and the lights on the back came up, but I couldn't get any display. And at first I thought it might be the DVI ports or what have you. It's got those annoying, not mini HDMI, like micro HDMI. I don't know why they just didn't put. They've got a full size card, just put a full size HDMI slot on there. But anyway, couldn't get it up and running, and I've not done any. By the way, I should say I've not done any extensive tests on it yet. I've only ran user benchmark, and that's it. So I put in the old faithful, the HD 5670, came to the rescue because I didn't want to have to get out any more power cables. And I ran this as the primary device, and I used NV Flash. It's the first time I've tried to flash a BIOS, but it was the only thing I could think of that was stopping it from working. I checked the card over, changed the thermal paste, and I didn't notice anything particularly untoward. It wasn't heating up at all when it was in the system and the fans were spinning, so that said to me it might be dead, which, it happens. I have taken, and will continue to presumably take lots of risks on these very cheap cards. The way I see it is a small amount to lose, and it also gives me something to work on, and stuff like this will come up. I've never never successfully flashed a BIOS on a graphics card before, and it seems to have done the trick. It allowed me to install the NVIDIA drivers, but you can probably notice where it is in the test bench, it's a lot closer to you here, and that's because it's currently in the 8X slot, and it won't run in the 16X slot. Now I know what you're going to say. Did I try it in the 8X slot before I flashed the BIOS? And yes, I did. And I got the same issue. And actually, I can't get into the motherboard BIOS with this card, because to start off with, it starts off by saying that there is no display. It's only when Windows boots proper, so when I get like the the test bench or Ruby test bench loading on the Windows bit, that's when it kicks in. So it's already a super overclocked version. Oh, I should say thank you to Tech PowerUp for providing me with the BIOS for this exact card. They've got loads of BIOSes on there and loads of really good bits of info, and I've never really had to deal with them before. And they're fast becoming one of my favourite websites. So yeah, just thought I would say, give a little bit of appreciation to that. So I've overclocked it a little bit further because, try my luck and all that, and I actually managed to get a 16.8 on user benchmark. I don't know if it's stable or not though, that's the only thing, because I have overclocked it by a fairly decent amount. It's telling me that I need to disable monitor sync before benchmarking. There's a 56 FPS cap detected. I don't know why or how that's happened. I mean, I'm presuming that, I've not just achieved the highest ever benchmark for a GTX 460 with this particular card, but you never know, maybe. And yeah, there we are. I mean, I'm going to do a few more tests of it to ensure it's stable, and just to see how it goes. But I must say, the whole learning experience of doing something new like flashing a BIOS has been, interesting. I know I did pulled a disconcerting face there, but it has been interesting actually, and it has been good to see and read up on the forums and that sort of stuff. So it's something I would do again with one of these, because I've got nothing to lose on them. I've already spent the money, and I obviously if this continues to work, you'll see it in a future video. and where I do the benchmarks. But no, there are usually a lot of things you can try to do to rectify issues. You take a punt, don't you? Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Got the weird issue of it only working in the 8X slot again. Same as with the GTX Titan. I don't know why, but whenever I buy the cards that are stated as not working, I like to try them out before I make any plans for them. So yeah, it's quite an interesting looking card as well, I think you'll admit. But we'll go through that at a later date. Anyway, guys, don't want to keep you too long. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Any questions or comments about the procedure, let me know in the, down below. I might not be able to help you out, but I might be able to point you in the right direction for forums and whatnot. But seems to work pretty well if you get all your stuff lined up correctly. Right, see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.